Austin Lehman, and it's time for the next Austin weekend. Here with me once again is Dad, and we are here to review Uncle Grandpa on Cartoon Network.
Mm-hmm.
And it's a very, very weird concept.
How long has it been on the air now? Do you know?
It's been on for probably just a couple of years.
Just a couple of years. So it's one of the not brand new ones, but it's one of the stuff that's been on for a little while.
Just a little while.
What's the basic concept of it?
Well, it's the weirdest concept I've ever had to witness in television history, in my opinion.
It is sort of weird.
It's about a guy with a mustache and a weird shaped head, and he's every kid's uncle and grandpa. Try to swallow that in.
Yeah, every kid's uncle and grandpa at the same time.
And he drives a big RV with a pizza slice and a monster that looks like a ripoff from Godzilla, and a tiger that looks straight cut from Google Images.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
And this is...
They drive around...
They drive around trying to help kids around the world.
Yeah, so...
That's the basic concept of the show. And
so it's a little weird, yeah.
It's very weird, but the thing that adds to the weirdness is Uncle Grandpa's talking fanny pack.
Oh, yes, he has a fanny pack that talks to him. Sort of like Dora's backpack. But, yeah, he's got a fanny pack that talks to him, so...
Isn't that the weirdest thing?
It's a little bit of a weird concept.
I'm not a big fan of that.
It's got some good animation, though.
It has good animation.
Mm-hmm.
Despite despite the problems it has, and despite some of the good stuff it has, it's below average for me. The show is below average.
But I said it's got
not as bad as the other 3 pieces of garbage we watched. But
no, we've watched some really good cartoons. We've watched some really bad cartoons. This one's sort of
in the middle of things.
Falls right in the middle of them. It's not a completely horrible show.
Like Pig Goat Banana Cricket.
No, or Norman the North.
Ugh.
But it's not something that I would intentionally set my DVR to tape and so I could watch it later. You know, I didn't want to miss an episode.
I'd rather pick this show over Sanjay and Craig.
Yeah, it was better than Sanjay. Now, one thing that this cartoon didn't do is it didn't have the potty humor.
Thank God.
It's not full of farts and burps and nastiness and drool and slobber and...
It uses its own brand of humor.
It uses its own brand of humor. It's a weird...
That's what pushes it up ahead of those 3 other abominations we watched.
Yeah, if it was full of potty humor, then I wouldn't care about it either. But it's not. It uses its own
it uses
technique.
It uses its overly silly type of humor. If you're a fan of it, then maybe check it out.
Yeah. This was something you probably could let a 4, 5, 6-year-old watch, and it's not a negative show. It's not full of stuff that you don't want the kid to learn
Uncle Grandpa
to do.
could be a positive enlightenment towards those little kids.
Mm-hmm.
Like always seeking adventure,
Mm-hmm.
always wanting to go full steam ahead for all the positives in life.
Mm-hmm. So it's a positive show where a lot of the other cartoons have really went the negative route. So it's not horrible. It's just not fantastic. It's not good. It's not bad. It's
slightly below average for me.
Mm-hmm.
And there's good stuff like the morals that they are trying to teach are understandable.
Mm-hmm.
Really, more than anything.
Yeah.
And there was more charisma in this show than the other shows we've reviewed that are terrible. And this show isn't terrible.
It isn't completely, utterly horrible, but it's not as good as the Kung Fu Pandas and the other ones we've watched, but it's not as bad as the
Pig Goat Banana Crickets and the Stink Bombs of the North
and all of that stuff. So it's again, we've seen a whole gambit of everything, and this one just sort of falls in the middle of it,
right in the gutter.
Mm-hmm.
The characters can be different, can really just be just like the show. It could go either way.
Mm-hmm.
Like Uncle Grandpa's voice can get grating at times.
You know, it constantly talks like this, I guess. I don't know.
Especially when he's yelling off to a large distance.
Yeah.
But you can understand what he's trying to teach kids.
Yeah.
So you can understand that he's at least trying. The writers are at least trying to do something with it.
Yeah. We've watched a lot of Cartoon Network cartoons
That are great.
This was probably my least favorite of the Cartoon Network cartoons that we've watched.
Right. That is airing on recently.
Yeah, there's
much
recently.
better shows that you can watch on that network. Like Adventure Time, regular show, Gumball, We Bare Bears. There's plenty of other stuff you can watch. It's not just Uncle Grandpa all over again.
No.
That would be lazy scheduling on their part.
Yeah. Well, I said it's not great, but it's not bad. I guess they all can't be awesome, so.
Well, Cartoon Network is an awesome network. Every network has to have a dud. The animation is good overall. The designs, the backgrounds are unique. But
so they've got good voice acting, except for Uncle Grandpa's voice.
It could get grating.
It can get on your nerves after a few minutes, but it's just a weird concept and
that
sort
doesn't
of
really
weirdly
click
done.
with us. That doesn't click.
It just doesn't click, yeah.
Okay, do you want to jump into the rating?
Yeah, we're gonna, all of our fans know we rate 1 through 10, 1 being completely horrible, 10 being the best thing that's ever been made, and we always pick something from the show to use as those 1 through 10. What are we going to use on Uncle Grandpa?
I have no earthly idea.
Use Winnebagoes or fanny packs or pizza slices. How many slices of pizza do you give Uncle?
No.
Because Pizza Steve's one of the
crew members.
One of the stars of the show.
Uncle Grandpa.
Yeah, the flying Winnebago. What are you going to use?
I'm gonna give it fanny packs.
You want to give it these fanny packs? Okay, we'll go 1 through 10 fanny packs. 10 being the best, 1 being the worst. How many fanny packs do you give Uncle Grandpa?
I'm giving Uncle Grandpa 4 fanny packs out of 10. It's not the worst thing I've seen. Trust me, we've seen a bunch of crap. But it's not the best thing either. We've seen a lot of good stuff.
We've seen a lot of good stuff, yeah.
And it's honestly surprised me because when we were going into this, we thought it was just going to be as bad as Sanjay and Craig. But it surprised us.
I said it didn't fall into the potty humor pit that a lot of the bad ones do.
Yeah.
So yeah, I'm sort of the same as you. I would probably give it maybe 5 fanny packs. Put it right dead in the middle. It's not the worst thing. It's not the best thing. It's just right there in the middle. I said.
Yeah, it's a mesh.
It's not something that I would sit down and tape and watch, but it's not something that I would say don't watch. I mean, it's obviously liked by some people. So if you sit down and.
Considering the variety of cartoons Cartoon Network has, there's much better stuff on there that you can use up your time on.
But I'm not going to say don't watch it. I'm not going to say watch it. I can say you can try it if you want to, but it does not get
the Austin Weekend seal of approval, or it doesn't, or the Austin Weekend seal of suck. But it just gets a. Well.
Okay. What are we going to do next? We've got, of course,
But before we do that, we have to get into our final note. My final note.
What's that?
If you think that this kind of weirdness is your cup of tea, and you think this concept can do yourself good, well, then check it out and see if it's your cup of coffee.
Yes.
But if this weirdness does not interest you, then we highly suggest that you skip it and watch other Cartoon Network shows.
Getting on to the other stuff, we are just about our first cartoon was the Otter Squad versus
Octo-Eye.
It's been really, really popular.
Check that out one first.
Yeah, check out the Otter Squad versus Octo-Eye. It's on our YouTube channel now. It's been really, really popular. And we've been asked to do another one, so we are in production now of finishing
the second
Otter Squad episode. It is.
I want to reveal the title.
Go ahead and reveal the title.
The Otter Squad versus Dr. Chill.
Dr. Chill. It's already been written. It's already been drawn. It's in coloring and post production now. Like I said, this was going to be a lot better we've got more technology and new goodies.
Technology's good.
Technology is good. So hopefully it'll be out within the next few days. So be sure and look out for the next episode of the Otter Squad. Also next weekend
we are going to go to Rocky Top Bend Cider, doing a review of Zootopia, straight from Disney.
Mm-hmm.
And we're good with special guest, former volunteer quarterback Eric Ainge.
Mm-hmm.
So check out that one if you're not excited already.
Yes, that one.
That will be the first review we won't be doing on this table.
Yeah, it's going to be in an actual film studio, so that's going to be pretty cool. So be sure and check that one out. And then, do you want to do another review? We've talked about 3 or 4. We could do Adventure Time. We could do Clarence. We could do, what's the new one you said?
Harvey Beaks.
Harvey Beaks. Do you want to do either one of those 3 before the movie comes out?
I was thinking maybe we could do Harvey Beaks second, and then do Adventure Time first.
You want to do Adventure Time first?
And then Harvey Beaks second.
And then Harvey Beaks.
That gives us more time to search for those episodes and shows and all that.
Okay, so we'll do a review for Adventure Time then. And that should be out sometime next Saturday probably. And then we'll watch Zootopia. And the Zootopia review probably won't be out till Monday, because we have to go when the studios are open to tape that one. So we'll probably be taping on Monday, and hopefully we'll get it out Monday for sure. Other than that, I think we're about done for this episode. So, are you ready to go?
Really?
Yes.
Really?
And see you next week.